Hi everyone, so today I want to show you how I made this card. Now this card I did back in November last year, 2024, and it was a tiered star card. So I'd originally made this star card, but I'd done it as a full one. So all of the pillars were the same height. And then I decided I wanted to do a tiered one. So this is the one I did at Christmas. And I did a live stream, so this is like the edited live stream version, as it were. So obviously we're not going to be doing Christmas because it's now, well, at the time of recording it's now February, so we're not going to be doing Christmas. So I'm going to be using my Sunflower Days papers. And then one thing I would say is I did think this card was really a Christmas card because of it being a star, but we're going to have a go today and make it a non-Christmas card and see how it turns out. So yeah, the papers that I used for this one was my Joy to the World pack. I can't remember where this die was from, but it was either Coca Rosa or In Love Arts. I'll put all the details in the description below. There are codes as well for Coca Rosa and for In Love Arts, so if you want to use those you can. Yeah, so and the papers are available on DRK Crafts and also as a paper pad on Amazon as well. So that is the card we're going to be doing. As I said, we're going to be using the Sunflower Days pads today. These are also available on DRK Crafts as a digital kit, an A4 digital kit. And they're also available as a paper pad on Amazon. So you get the A4 and there's also an 8.5 by 8.5. Excuse the sunshine, but I really liked it, so I'm going to leave the sunshine, not going to shut my curtains. Hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you want, you can just cut a piece of card that is 6.5 by maybe 12, score it and then cut all the bits out that you need to cut out. I'm not going to do that, I've cut all mine to size, but you are going to have to score them all. So first of all, you are going to need a piece that is 6 inches by 6.5 inches, and on this you are going to score it at 1.5, at 3, at 4.5, and at 6. Now for some reason my tab is a bit bigger, I've gone a bit bigger here, but it should be 6.5 anyway. So that's that one done. Then you're going to need two pieces that are 4.5 by 6.5, and these are going to be scored the same. So you're going to score at 1.5, at 3, at 4.5, and at 6. Then you need two pieces that are 3 inches by 6.5, and again same score line, so 1.5, 3, 4.5, and 6. And last but not least, you need one piece that is 1.5 by 6.5, and again all the same score lines. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and fold all of my score lines. Okay, so you should end up with all these pieces like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add either red tape or wet glue onto the tab. I'm going to go with wet glue today, and I'm also going to fold it so it's like, I'm going to stick it flat like that. The other thing you can do is notch your tabs, which I think I will do for the rest. I didn't do for this one, but I think I will do going forward. So once you've done it, you should end up with that, and then you can decide whether you have the tab at the back or you have this section, this join at the front. I think I'm going to have my join at the front, because then when it's stood up you're not going to see that tab at the back. And as I said, you really need to notch it out, because as you can see there, you can just see it popping up above that, you know, above the top of the card, which isn't the best. I might turn it around, have that at the top. Yeah, we'll have it that way around. Okay, so that's that one done. So for the rest of these I'm going to do the same again and stick them all flat. Okay, so there we go, we've got all our pillars all sorted out. So if we start with these 3, so you've got, this is your back one, this is going to be my front, and that's also my front. I'm just going to turn that round because I want this tab section to be at the back. Now I don't know if you've noticed on this, I've got a little bit of excess where it's gone over, so I'm just going to trim that off because I don't want that to get in the way when I'm sticking it down. Okay, so that's that one done. So my joint is there. So what we want to do is this is going to stick on there like that. So we want to go ahead and put glue or red tape all over this section here. Now you can decorate before you assemble if you want, but it makes it a bit more tricky because you've got to know where things are going. So I'm going to assemble and then I'm going to decorate. On the one I did in the live stream, I put pattern papers on the inside of all of these pillars, and actually it just makes it quite more involved than it needs to be. So if you've got a double-sided card like this one is, so on this I've got like a blue pattern on the inside, then that is better if you can use that. So we're going to go ahead and stick that on. So you want to make sure that your fold line lines up with the centre fold line. And then this one, that's going to be the back, that's going to go on there like that. Just going to check. No, I haven't got much overhang, so that's good. Now the other thing with this is you are going to see, the tabs on the inside. But actually, because of the things I'm putting in, I might be okay. So I'm going to stick this one down anyway so it matches the one next to it. And then with the other one, I think I will go ahead and put the tabs at the front so they're a bit less visible. So as you can see, I've put glue over this section here, and we've turned that over and we just nudge that up against there, make sure it's lined up along the bottom, and then just stick it down like that. So far you've got 3, and then we're going to go ahead and do the 2 little ones in the front, and I'm going to put this tab bit at the front, I think, for this one. So this one's going to go here, and again you just want to put glue at the back of there. And then you're going to stick it on the front of this one, and again line it up with that centre and also along the bottom. So you end up with that. And then this one is also going to go on there like that. Okay, so that's what you should end up with. So then just to complete it off in the middle, we've got the little one, and again I'm going to put the tab at the front. So that is going to go in there like that. So this time we want to put glue on both panels. So we want to put it on this side and also on this side. And then we're going to turn this over, and that's going to stick straight in the middle there, and you want to make sure that that centre line lines up with the centre line and that your base lines up along the bottom. And then when you pop it out, you have your star card. Okay. So there you go, and you can give it a bit of a tweak so you get that really nice star look. Okay, so then we need to go ahead and decorate. So I've decided to use the same pattern paper here and on this level, and then here and here will be a different one. So this is like paper A, this will be like paper B. So you are going to need, if you're going to do the same thing, for these bits here, you're going to need 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. In total you're going to need 8 of them, but I'm only using 2 for now. So I kind of divided it up depending on what pattern I was using, because I found that easier. Okay, so now if we do this next layer, which is this one, you're going to need 2 that are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, which are going to go here, and then either 2 or 4. I'm going to do 4 because I'm going to do 2 here and 2 on the reverse, and these are 1 1/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick these down. Okay, so that's where we're up to so far. So then for this next section, you need again 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 and 4 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so that's where we're up to so far, and obviously I've put 2 panels on the back there. So then for this back section, you are going to need 2 more pieces that are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then you're going to need, well, if you do it the way I'm going to do it now, you need 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 5 3/4. However, before we stick those on, we need to add our piece where the message is going to go. So I'm just going to stick these two on for now, and then we'll do the back section. Okay, so on the back, let's turn this over. We've got this section here. Now I want to put these two pattern pieces on, and then I was planning to have this on the back like that, so you've got somewhere to write, but obviously you need to stick that on because that's going to stand proud. So I've done 2 strips here, and these are about 1.5-ish, something like that, whatever you want, and then by the height that's roughly a little bit smaller than what you've got for your sentiment. So these measure up 1.5, so we're going to score them halfway at 3/4 of an inch, and the same on this one. It doesn't really, I mean, they're not completely the right size, but it's fine. And then obviously this has got a plain blue and also a pattern side. I want the plain blue side to be showing, so we're just going to fold them over like that, because that's the side you're going to see. You're not going to see this pattern side. And then if we bring this back in again, what we want to do is this is going to go on here, but let's just see where. So our white piece is going to go about there, which means this needs to be on about there. So I'm going to stick those down with some wet glue. You can use red tape if you want, either is fine. We're going to make sure that the fold line lines up with the centre fold line, there. Like that. Let's just make sure we're okay. Yeah, I need to move it up a tiny bit more. And then this one is going to go facing the opposite way and just butt right up against that one you've just stuck down. So you end up with 2 little hinges sticking out. And that is what we will stick our white piece on. But first of all, we need to stick these 2 pattern pieces down. And we're going to put them over the top there, but sort of inside there. Okay, so my square that I've got here is about 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I've cut out a piece of base card that is about 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. I've stamped my greeting, and I'm just going to go ahead and stick that onto there. So it's just got a little bit of a border. So now we can go ahead and add that onto the back there. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on there. Again, you could use red tape, but I'm going to put glue on my tabs. And then I'm going to take my square, I'm going to put it on, make sure that the 2 points line up with the centre fold, which then also means that this section doesn't then pop above here. Let's stick that down, and then that means that when you pop it up, you've got that stands proud at the back. You can actually see it a little bit at the back, but it's not too bad. You can make it smaller if you want to. Yeah, I mean, like that you can't see it, but at a bit of an angle you can kind of see it. But you know, I mean, if you wanted to make a feature of it, you could cut out some of this pattern paper and put a triangle behind. I might actually do that to cover up, because you can see those tabs, so I might do that. Anyway, so now we just need to decorate. So I've got a few little bits and bobs here. I've got a happy birthday, which I was going to put here, and actually should have put my tabs on before I stuck those 2 down, but never mind, we'll just make something up. And then I've got all these little die cut bits that I've fussy cut out myself. They're out of the pack, and I thought we could have them coming up from different bits like that. Maybe trim a leaf off if it gets in the way. Just make sure that obviously it folds down flat like this, so however you stick it, however you stick your extra bits, it can still fold flat, and when you stand it up, it'll still fold up, and you know, fold up okay. So just make sure that you're kind of not going over that, and you're also not coming over the edge, because you want it still to fit in your 6x6 envelope. Gone ahead and cut out 2 little tabs, just made them 1/2 inch high by about 1 inch wide, and I've just folded them in half, as you can see, and I'm going to glue them like we did with the one on the back, just on this front section, so I can go ahead and stick this greeting on. So I'm going to go ahead now and decorate. Okay, so there you go. So that's the finished card. So as you can see, I've just shut that curtain because it was getting in the way, the light was. So I've put the little greeting on the front, and then I've got a little sunflower, 2 little sunflowers popping up the top there. I've got a butterfly here, just stuck on the front. You could really go to town and treat this like a pop-up box card. And then obviously at the back I have put those pattern panels, which I think makes a massive difference. And so yes, it stands up on your desk really nicely. This bit obviously is really nice. You've got a nice lot of space on the back to write. So on the original one I did actually only have those 2 panels, and I think I prefer this version, although obviously it does get in the way. But yeah, you can obviously decide which way you want to do it. You can make this smaller so it's not quite so obvious, but I think it's really nice. So even though that's really a Christmas kind of card, you could make it into a non-Christmassy card. I'm really pleased the way that's turned out, actually. Very nice. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to go and check out the digital kit on DLK Crafts. Don't forget to go and check out the paper pad on Amazon. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. And we'll see you again next time. Bye.